What's up, guys? I gotta make a video. I'm sure you can't really see me well, but this is the best I can do while I'm driving. At night, probably about 8 o'clock or so. Geez, I'm just going 87, 89. I didn't realize how freaking fast I was going. Alright, so let's start this video. So, I apologize about all the noise. This is freaking wintertime. And, so let's dive into it. In a second, because this is actually really bad conditions. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, sorry. Let's start this over again. So, it's Opex. And I've been seeing a lot lately, over the last year and a half, of people being oppressed. Oppressed. And not only do they feel like they're oppressed, but they feel like a group that they are in is oppressed. And I can't get around why people think this. They have to be brainwashed by some aspect of their lives, brainwashed one way or the other, because if they were sincerely being brainwashed into believing this, that means they are not thinking on their own, and they are thinking in a social type of aspect. For example, women. I guess we had this March for Women, right? And in this March for Women, they're talking about women having equal rights. Of course, the feminazis were there. I assume. I didn't see this. I didn't study it or anything like that. So just taking from what I hear, that these women want rights, like equal to men or something. I don't know. Like we're still in like the 40s or 50s, and we need to fix this and get women more rights. However, I cannot find anything that oppresses specifically women. Now, of course, like I said before, there's tons of groups doing this now. It's like trendy to feel oppressed. I watch another channel called Red Pill Philosophy. It's a little half-white, half-Cuban guy. I call him little. He's not little. He's a popular YouTuber, and he keeps finding people that claim they're oppressed. You know, I'm black, so I'm oppressed. It's obvious. Okay, where's your facts? Oh, you don't have any. You know, that's how I feel. It's like, if you're going to come with this impression of being oppressed, you got to provide some validity to it instead of just repeating what you're told. So, let's talk about it. If you are being oppressed, alright, and you don't have rights and such that other people do, try this. Look for somebody that's not in that group you were talking about, like women being oppressed for whatever reason. Yeah, women been oppressed for years. Okay. Now, I'm a white guy, and if I went into the store and I wanted to buy a firearm, right, I got to go through the legal process, and I get a firearm. And if I pass the background check, if I'm not a wanted criminal, you know, the whole nine, I get a firearm. If a woman does it, same thing. Due process, background checks, etc. And she gets a firearm. What's the difference? We both got rights to do so. If I wanted to get a job, and, you know, I went into the interview, and, you know, I have a specific background in that field, and I got the job. But I went up against a woman with the same exact background, and, you know, she didn't get the job, right? That's a 50-50 argument, but we can argue that there's a difference in genders itself. So, if she's my age, everything the same as me, but she's a woman, she's much more apt to get pregnant, which means that it takes a lot of money out of the company that I would work for. That if I wanted to get pregnant in 5 months, and all of a sudden I got pregnant, they would have to pay for me to leave. They would have to hire someone new, and it's not as worth it to hire a woman. Other than that, you will see a woman, let's say if I was 50 years old going up against a woman that was 50 years old, and we have the exact same background, we have a 50-50 chance because she can't get pregnant at 50. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference, is that one can get pregnant and the other one can't. And pregnancies will destroy, it'll be less beneficial. In fact, it'll create more harm than good to hire that woman. It's more risky to hire a woman that's in the ages that can get pregnant. It's much more risky for a company. So other than that, which is completely logical, if you were a woman trying to hire either a woman or a man, and you're just hiring that woman because she's a woman, you have that right to do so. You can hire whoever the fuck you want. Out of value is a great capitalistic, free society, free market society. To choose who you want. If you fucked up and picked the least valuable person, hey, that's on you. So let's go with why, especially women, always want to say that they're oppressed. And the reason why they do it is because they follow the crowd. And right now, the left-wing media is brainwashing women to believe in this. That they don't have enough rights, men are misogynist pigs, etc. So, with that being said, they follow the crowd. And the crowd is providing this narrative in which they're eating up. So they follow the crowd because that's in, that's cool, that's social. This is an evolutionary thing that's occurring in women. Because in the past, women had to be social, had to be accepted. And you're accepted when you follow the crowd. And the reason why they want to be accepted is because they don't want any harm to happen to their children. They don't want to be an outcast. They want to be provided. They want to be around resources. So also, in that same aspect, that's why women don't go for men who are outside of that crowd, outside of the bubble. They go for men that are in the bubble, that are in the social bubble of the norm, whatever's normal, whatever's being portrayed in the media, for example. If that's accepted by a man, a woman's more apt to be with that man other than a man who's free thought because of an evolutionary process where they're trying to find the man that is going to be socially acceptable, so their family's accepted. So they're going to always have resources and food and shelter and clothing and safety and numbers, etc. It's an evolutionary process to follow the crowd. However, men aren't designed like that. We're designed on reason and evidence. Our whole brain works on logic. If there's no logic, it doesn't make sense for it. Now, if we were in the past, a lot of men may go with the logic of being social animals. Because if it's winter and they don't have any food, of course they're going to want to be cool with the people who do have food. So they want to be socially acceptable. So, look at it like that. Now, it's a whole narrative that is being brought that you are oppressed, you're oppressed, and it's funny because the least oppressed people are the ones that are the freest I've seen. They're the least oppressed. It's, black people can't, I can't even come up with something. Black people are held down, the black community's held down. Well, yeah, you're oppressing yourself. You're allowing it to happen. Because I've been oppressed my whole life as well, right? We're all oppressed. However, some groups are allowing it to happen as opposed to others. Now, this is just an observation, mindset, / experience. Because I've been the couch surfer. I've been the one who slept out on park benches just to survive. Just to be able to sleep. I've been that guy. And I go to ask for help from the government. I remember I was, I don't remember how old I was. I was in my younger 20s. And I didn't have food, shelter, clothing, nothing. I tried to make it by being a couch surfer a little bit, but that wasn't going to last long. I went and asked for welfare, and they turned me down. And the funniest thing is, I wasn't mad that I was turned down. I was hungry. I'll just go to a food shelter or something. But the reason I got mad is because of the reason why they turned me down for food stamps. It was because they said, "Well, you're a white man without a drug problem." That's what they told me. You're a white man, A, and I don't have a drug problem. So if I had a drug problem, they would have given me food stamps. If I was a different color, they would have given me food stamps. If I perhaps was a woman, they would have given me food stamps. But because I'm not oppressed, whatever this fucking terrible mindset is, because I'm not that, of course, they're not going to give me any help. Why would they help me? I'm someone who takes care of himself. So I learned how to take care of myself. And if you can't take care of yourself, don't ask for help. Do yourself a favor. Take care of yourself. I promise you, you don't even need 70 IQ to be able to take care of yourself. So, let's recap a little bit, because I don't want to go too in-depth, and I didn't want this to be a long video. Especially that you guys can't really see me. I put on this red light. But that blinds me. Yeah, I can't do much about that. So, let's recap a little bit. So, there are people that are told they are oppressed. If they realized, they took a step back, looked around them, and realized, if I went to a job interview with this guy, and we have the same background, let's figure out a logical reason why they would accept this guy more than me in terms of value. What's going to be more risky for them? Now, if you sincerely have jobs in the past where you provided value, you look like you're a very strong candidate to work for them, and they turn you down, they're missing out. They are missing out on the value that you may have provided them. And if they didn't hire you because you were risky, you didn't provide as much value according to what's on paper, even in your interview, let's say, you weren't able to meet their qualifications, I don't know, and you didn't get the job, well, instead of saying that everything's against you, how about you work on yourself? Trust me, if a black man, a black woman, because of course there's stereotypes now, right? Or whatever, I don't know. If a black woman has 20 years experience in a field, I look up their background, and she has a pristine background, made X amount of money for her company, and there's a white man who has 2 years experience, and he just went job to job, and he couldn't keep a job for more than 3 months. Well, I'm gonna get the black woman. It's common sense, so realize what kind of value you bring. If you believe in some way, shape, or form, because of your ethnicity, because of your sex, that you are not you are oppressed, then you need to wake up and realize what part of you is not acceptable. What part of you do you need to work on to provide more value? Because that's what it boils down to. Because this is what I see from the Trump thing, right? Trump goes into office, he wants people to work. And if you work, you're going to have a lot of benefits. And I'm going to get into a video tomorrow talking about everything that I've just realized about Donald Trump over the last two or 3 days. And people are mad that they have to work now because they weren't providing any value to society, but they wanted to take everything from society. Now, Christians, not specifically, but a lot of people do, but I remember Christians used to always tell me, if you don't work, you don't eat. You reap what you sow, etc. And that's a very strong point, because why should we help you out if you're not helping me? For example, if I help you move, and then you ask for me to babysit your dog, and then, I do things for you. I rake your leaves. I help you out with this, that, and the third. I don't ask for a dime from you, right? And I don't ask a dime from you. And then, after doing this for a couple months, and then I ask you, I say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out of town this week. Can you just watch my house? Just something baby foodish. And you're like, nope, not going to do it. Nope, no. Oh, I don't, no. You understand what I'm getting at? If you're not providing anything for anybody, but you're taking and taking and taking, how long is that going to last? How long until that person's fed up with your bullshit and stops helping you? You got to provide some value, man. Do something. Provide some value to society. If you're in this country and you are a citizen, provide some fucking value. Do something to provide value. You're not truly oppressed. You're just lacking in terms of providing value to society. Me personally, I work, I pay taxes, I do everything that I can to provide value to society. Look at my YouTube channel. I'm providing so much value to society. But, no. Forgive the person who's not doing a fucking damn thing and then claim they're oppressed. When I'm working my ass off every freaking day and still trying to provide value for free, and you motherfuckers have the nerve to say that your group is oppressed, truth is, we are all together and we are all oppressed. Taxation is theft. I'm going to get into my anarchy video soon. I keep saying I will, but I will. I promise you I will. I have so much content on my mind, I don't know where to start. Alright, so this is it for this video. Just realize that if you think you are oppressed, take a look around you. Start thinking for yourself. Turn off the television. He who follows a crowd goes nowhere further than the crowd. You just stick with the crowd. And you see these riots and these protests, look at when the crowd comes together. It's not natural. It ain't right. It ain't peace. So get your mind right. Get your mind right. It's Opex. I'm out. Peace.